Section 0 of the National Geographic Magazine. Volume 7, January 1896. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Betty B. Introductory. With the present number, the National Geographic Magazine commences a new series and makes its first appearance as a monthly publication. What shall be its precise scope and function has been the most difficult question its editors have been called upon to determine. From no other point of view is the interdependence of the sciences so manifest as from the geographic. Geography, in its broader sense, has to do not merely with the physical features of the earth's surface, but with the distribution of animal and vegetable life, with political divisions and subdivisions, with the growth and movement of population, with the progress of human society, with the development of the earth's natural resources, and with commercial intercourse between nations. To cover successfully so vast and so diversified a field is entirely beyond the capacity of any single periodical publication. Either it must restrict itself to physical geography and become largely technical, or it must content itself with briefly chronicling the more notable additions to geographic knowledge in those parts of the world in which its readers are less directly interested, and with becoming more especially the exponent of the geography, physical, political, and commercial, of the continent with which its publication more particularly identifies it. And surely, in the case of an American publication, this is a sufficiently broad field. There are vast regions of the New World that must continue to tempt the venturesome explorer for many years to come. Here, too, on this continent, the rudiments of empire are, in the words of one of our own poets, plastic yet and warm. Political problems are being wrought out on an unexampled scale. A fusion of races hitherto without parallel is going on, and the bounty of nature is being poured out with a more lavish hand than in any other equally extensive portion of the globe. It will accordingly be the aim of the National Geographic Magazine to be American rather than cosmopolitan, and in an especial degree to be national. There is hardly a United States citizen whose name has become identified with Arctic exploration, with the Bering Sea controversy, or with the Alaska boundary dispute, who is not an active member of the National Geographic Society, and a contributor to the pages of its magazine. In the Army and Navy, the Society is also well represented, and from the gallant and accomplished officers of those important branches of the service, it receives from time to time much valuable information. The principal officers and experts of the different scientific bureaus of the government, the Geological Survey, the Coast and Geodetic Survey, the Smithsonian Institution, the National Museum, the Hydrographic Office, the Naval Observatory, the Weather Bureau, the Bureau of American Ethnology, the Biological Division of the Department of Agriculture, and others, have always been among the most active members of the Society. And the great work that is being done by these several bureaus, a work that is at once the wonder and admiration of foreign scientists, will be regularly discussed in the pages of the magazine by those who are in close touch with if not actually engaged in it. Turning from our own country to the sister republics of the two Americas, we find almost all of them connected with the Society in the persons of their diplomatic representatives, and through the cordial cooperation of these gentlemen, the magazine will receive from time to time the latest and most authentic geographic intelligence concerning countries in which the people of the United States are now taking an exceedingly keen and friendly interest. That the magazine will not reach at a single bound the high
Sample complete. Ready to continue?